What is up guys, it's Simon from PianoPig.com, and in this video I'm going to show you a really cool way of remembering any chord progression forever. We're going to do this by learning some chord tone exercises, which are basically going to help us to internalize any chord progression, making it really hard to forget. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to support the channel, head over to PianoPig.com, where you can find loads more cool videos and structured courses and all sorts of other stuff. So let's do it. So we're going to apply this technique over the 12-bar blues form. For you guys that aren't familiar with the 12-bar blues or just need a quick recap, these are the chords. F7, B flat 7, back to F7, C7, B flat 7, and back to F7. We're just going to keep this nice and straightforward with really basic voicings for now, but you can apply this method over any chord progression, no matter how complicated. The first exercise we're going to do is play the voicings in the left hand and play the chord tones ascending in the right hand. We're going to play each chord tone on the beat, and that would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put a metronome on for 90 BPM and play through this entire chord progression ascending up the chord tones, starting on the root note each time. You can obviously change the tempo depending on how familiar you are with the chord progression. Here we go. So that's the first exercise, and that will do you so much good in terms of internalizing the chords. It really makes you think about them each time so much more than just playing the chord. Once you can do that exercise, we're going to change things up a bit by descending down the chord tones instead of ascending. Along with the metronome, that would sound like this. Once you've mastered those two exercises on whatever chord progression it is you're trying to remember, you can then move on to the third and final exercise. This one is a bit more challenging, but if you repeat it over and over, this is the one that's going to allow you to remember this chord progression forever. What we're going to do is essentially improvise using chord tones. We're going to do what we did before, but with no ascending or descending structure. Just random. We're going to stick with one note for each beat, and we're always going to try and play the nearest chord tone available, no jumping around. For example, the last 4 bars of the 12-bar blues might look something like this. The great thing about this exercise is that it's always different. You can't just remember the order of the notes. You have to think about it differently each time, and this allows your brain to see the chord progression from so many different perspectives, making it very hard to forget. So I'm going to finish off by playing through the 12-bar blues a couple of times, applying this final exercise to show you the sort of thing that you should be doing. So you can apply these exercises to absolutely any chord progression, even jazz standards or your own compositions. It not only helps to remember the chord progression, it also massively helps you to improvise over the chords as well. So that's it for this one. I hope you found it useful. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.